Hey guys, what's up? I'm TechoCuber and welcome to my review of the WuQue M. Well, first of all, if you haven't checked out my tutorial on how to magnetize your 4x4, remember to do it. The link will be in the description. Well, so for this project I use these little magnets. They are N35 magnets. I believe they're 1.5 millimeter by 3.5 millimeters. And they're pretty good for the job. In normal 3x3s, like for example the Valk 3M or the Whalum GTS, you normally use the N35s or well, whatever you want, but 4x2 millimeters. And in this case I use a little bit smaller magnets because, well, it's a 4x4, there's less space to place the magnet. And well, the bigger the magnet, the more magnetic force it will have. So in this case I was maybe thinking that it will be too weak for you to notice the magnets, but it's actually really good. Well, you magnetize a cube so it will be more stable and your solves can be more fluent. But I don't really like a really strong magnetic force in a cube because it yes, it will give you stability, but also it will slow you down. So I really like these magnets because they're noticeable. I mean, you can, if you're turning fast, you just feel some little bumps that can control the turning of the cube, but they're not like annoying or that you need to make a lot of force so it can turn. It's really good. I like these magnets because, as I said, I think there's no point on putting heavy magnets if it's gonna slow you down instead of helping you. So if you're like me, then you like magnetic cubes but you don't like a really strong magnet, I really recommend these little magnets. You might be wondering, but how does this cube feel? Well, it obviously feels like a WuQue. If you haven't tried a WuQue, well, it's like a dry feel, but really smooth at the same time and really fast. And well, it sometimes may be a little like locky and catchy, but well, after magnetizing it, it's super amazing. As you can see, when I do a turn, it's like super aligned. So yeah, it's really good. And as I told you, these magnets are really good for this cube, at least for me. Everyone has like different likes and dislikes when it comes to magnets, depending on what you want your cube to feel. So I recommend you to check out DM's cubing channel. He really explains well, he, as you may know, he builds magnetic cubes. So he builds magnetic cubes but with different type of magnets, and in every type of magnet he uses, he explains how it feels and stuff, depending on the cube obviously. And well, I think this cube can be magnetized with any magnet you like. I chose this because I really like N35s. I think they're well, they're strong enough to make your cube stable, but they're not so strong, so you need to apply a lot of force so the cube turns. But every time you turn it, you feel like a slight bump feel, like in all magnetic cubes. It's more noticeable when you're turning slow, obviously, but when you're turning fast, it's barely noticeable, but you can really feel the change of stability, the improvement in stability before and after magnetized. So before magnetizing, this cube was already really good, but it had a slight catching problem sometimes when you over turn it, I mean like when you turn really rough and fast, sometimes it could catch. It was not like a big problem, but it was there, so it may have been a problem for you. But when I magnetize it, my times improved a lot. Before magnetizing, my average of 50 was like 1 minute and 12 seconds. And after I magnetized it, well, I got my first sub 1 minute, which I'll leave in here. And I also got my current PB, which is also below 1 minute, which will be here. And well, right now my average of 50, my PB of average of 50 is like 1:07, 1 minute and 7 seconds. And yeah, I broke all my PBs with this magnetic WuQue, and yeah, I really recommend this to you. Right now, obviously, it's my main, and well, magnetizing your cube, it's definitely worth it. I'm not saying that if you get this cube and you magnetize it, you're gonna break all your PBs and be sub 40 or something, but it sure helps. And without the some lockups it had, well, it's like the perfect 4x4, at least for me. Well, obviously when you magnetize your cube, it will gain a little bit of weight, but it's not that much weight. I mean, this is already a really light cube, well, for 4x4 at least. But when you add magnets, it doesn't really feel a lot heavier, just like a little bit. You even can feel it. I mean, these are super small magnets and super light little things, so it doesn't feel that much like a big change of weight, so it's nothing to worry about. Well, if you saw my tutorial, you know that each corner has 3 magnets, and then this part of the edge has 1 magnet, but these like when these 2 edges meet, there is a total of 4 magnets, 2 magnets each edge. So you may be thinking that when you turn like the inner layers, because you're moving 2 magnets, like separating 2 magnets, the turning of the cube will be like stronger. I mean, the magnetic force will be stronger than in the outside that it only has 1 magnet. But it really isn't that of a difference. I mean, it's annoying when the inner layers of the cube are like stronger, tighter than the outside layers, which by the way, the normal WuQue didn't have that problem, but in here it's just a slight change. I mean, in the inner layers can be a little bit more clicky, as you can see here. I don't know if you can hear it, like they're more clicky, and then the outer layers, so the inner layers can be, I mean, they have like more of a click than the outer layers because, well, they have 2 magnets, well, 4 magnets, well, yeah, 2 magnets. So but it really isn't a problem. Well, overall, this is a great cube, definitely my main, and I think it's totally worth it. It wasn't difficult to magnetize it. It was time consuming, but it's definitely worth it. It's an amazing cube, and I really recommend you to magnetize this cube. It's simply awesome. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the review, please drop a like. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. And if you have any question about this magnetic cube, please write it in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer it. Remember to watch my tutorial on how to build it, well, on how to magnetize it, and well, see you in the next one.